Okay. All right. So I went to do this reading and I had the hardest time doing it. It's like every time I went to sit down and do it and I'd get shuffling and cards, it's just like it felt off. It's like, so I ended up just like kind of scrapping the whole reading because it just, something felt like just not right. So I wanted to do like a what is the problem kind of reading, like what's going on here, what's the issue, what's the problem with moving forward, what's the problem with just, so um, there's going to be a few different, I'm already getting like a few different stories. So if one of the first one's not yours, then don't worry, there's other ones. I'm already like, I don't know if someone's at the computer too much, or if they're like, because my shoulders are hurting, I'm just like, that feeling when you've been like looking at a screen a lot? That. I feel that. So that might be one issue. Maybe you need to kind of go away from, artificial light. Maybe you've just been inside too much. Maybe you have a job where you are inside a lot. You really have to make time for outside. Or just try something. A few minutes. Um, the next one I'm picking up on, it's like, for some of you there might be an issue with money. There might be an issue coming up with money. Maybe you're trying to start something. Maybe you're trying to like, I heard crowdfunding, or like maybe you're trying to like get people together to like fund something or raise money to do something, or you're trying to get investors, or you're trying to come up with some money for something. I don't know what, but that might be what's halting progress. That might be just a matter of talking to the right people. Maybe you've not spoken to the right people yet. Family could be an issue. Family has, I mean, I heard motivations. I mean, depending on how the family's involved in this, I mean, it feels like there's a few different ways here that they could be involved. Sorry. Hmm. All right, so for two different camps here, like it might be something that maybe I heard matriarch, patriarch, so with like an older figure in a family. Maybe it's something that it has either helped or it has really put a halt. So which either way, but it has something to do with like a matriarch or a patriarch or a family, and they said something and it either really helped or it really maybe slowed something down. But if we're talking about things that are like not, it's almost not helping, like what has stopped. So maybe that's a good thing that they did or said whatever it was. Maybe it bought you more time to get more more money together, or more investors, or more, I don't know, backing, or I almost feel like this might have been something that was even kind of like said in passing, just like visiting and children might be involved. That could be slowing something down. This woman also has like a child with a pentacle, so maybe there might be, maybe you're going through divorce, maybe you're going through child support, maybe you're going through legal system, that kind of that thing. Someone's just dealing with straight up a lot of fears. It's like it's almost like they're worried about pretty much every step. Some of these things are, they're make believe. They're not even real things, but it's still like, ugh. Yeah, look, Chariot reversed. No movement. It's like something is happening, or hurricanes. So like hurricanes, what they do is like, I live in Florida, so like we get hurricanes all the time. They'll like slow down and they'll like kind of build up, right? They'll like build up all this pressure and momentum, and that's when they gain strength. When they're kind of slow and they're sitting and they're really not moving, they're able to kind of suck up and get more powerful. So it's like the more it kind of sits and is doing this, it's almost like it's getting Knight of Swords in reverse. For some of you, the reason this has stopped could be because you have made it stop, either consciously, subconsciously. You put the brakes on, because that Knight of Swords, upright is full, like balls to the wall. You're going, So that reverse like that, I kind of got feeling it was just like the brakes were put on for whatever reason. And again, it could be fears, it could be whatever was necessary you're going through over here. Maybe you're tying up loose ends, or you're doing this, you're doing that. Something over here is kind of working its way out, working itself out, so it's like maybe that's why the brakes were put on, just until things could kind of work themselves out. So this could have been a business project, it could have been a relationship. You might have wanted to start a relationship or be involved with someone, and you still kind of had other stuff going on, or whatever it was. Maybe you didn't have anything going on, but they were still dealing with odds and ends, and like especially if you guys had kids, or figuring out co-parenting schedules, and like there's a lot involved in that. So that could be something that would slow it down. Maybe you had to help take care of a parent or a grandparent, or something was going on. Maybe you had bad health. Maybe you had to take a step back because you had to take care of something personally. But it almost seems like the brakes were put on. could be this other person put the brakes on. Maybe they didn't feel good enough. Maybe they felt like they needed, they felt like they needed, aw, they needed more work. Aw, aw. Despite whatever this might be, I think that it's, I don't want to say necessary, but I mean, in a way, it's necessary. I heard take their lumps. I don't understand. I don't know. It's almost like, I mean, I guess if you think about it, like, there's really a lot of good things don't come for free or, cheap or no work or however you want to, there's plenty of sayings, and just take your pick and stick it in there at this point. I'm not trying to come up with one, but like, it's true. It's like good things take time, good things take effort, good things take, planning and things happening. It takes, kind of living life and things happening organically and how they have to happen. It was so weird. It was like, I really, since I started doing readings like this, where like I meditate and I shuffle and I put the cards out and I just kind of like relax. I have no problem. Like, I used to, a while ago when I was doing my channel, I would shuffle, on there because I didn't want anyone being like, oh, you're making the cards up, or you're doing, it. Back then, I felt like it made people feel better, me doing it that way. But I got to a point where it's like it wasn't making me feel very good. It might have made people feel better, but it didn't really make me feel good doing it that way. So now this works well for me. So it's like, it's not that I don't care that people might not like this, but yeah, I really, I don't. So it is kind of like that, I guess. I don't know. I care, but I don't. I don't want anyone feeling bad coming to my channel or, anything, but at the same time, it's like, it's my channel. So this makes me more comfortable. So this is how I'm going to do it. Huh. I wonder if that's why the brakes were put on. Some of you, if it's a relationship, there could be a cut, and I don't want you, if it's not your story, it's not your story, don't freak out. There might have been, if you're worried about somebody maybe going somewhere else and like, I don't know, talking to other people or whatever, and that's the way, the direction it had to go. That's the direction it had to go. I mean, I don't know why you shouldn't be really thinking about it, worrying about it. It's really not, it's kind of out of your hands at that point. But there was like an uncomfortable, that's what I was getting at with my story. I was like, there's an uncomfortable quality. I feel like a lot of self-sabotage, either for you or the person you're dealing with, or this other, and whatever this is, again, like if it's a business thing, if it's this whatever this is, certainly not getting to unravel all of it in believe me, less than 20 minutes. I'm not going to be on here much longer. All right, so let's look at, I'll keep this. And then I want to look at what you can do to get unstuck. Okay? So for some of you, I'm going to go back to that, talking to that matriarch or the patriarch of the family. They might offer you some good advice. Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, could be a sister, could be you know, a female friend. It could be an aunt, a mom, grandma. I mean, just some kind of close woman. I'm really getting like a more of a feminine energy, but it might be a dad, or you know. Get one more. Maybe not. It's weird. Maybe I won't get one more. Kind of advice to get this unstuck. Okay. All right. Again, like, definitely go out in nature. I think I said that earlier. Quickest, easiest, nicest, in my opinion, way to just really bump up the frequency and kind of get yourself back into alignment. Spend some time in some sun. Act like a child. Do something childlike. Something brings back memories, something you haven't done in a long time. Something you used to do as a kid, or something that makes you feel like a kid again. Very free, very happy, very carefree. You know, going out, you know, I was doing earlier. And I do this a lot. I love doing this. It's like great. When you walk outside, you go outside, and you don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. But like, you close your eyes and you lift your head up and you like make sure like the front part of your face, like sunflowers, they always turn towards the sun, right? And that's like what made me think of it, because there's sunflowers in this card. If you go out and you really kind of like let yourself charge up, and you have that as the intention when you're outside of really kind of soaking up all that sunlight, but do it intentionally, it feels so good. It's nice. Pet an animal. You know, if you like riding horses, ride a horse. If you have a dog, pet your dog. Cat, pet your cat. Rabbits, whatever it is. Animal therapy is a great place to start, because a lot of us have pets, you know, and it's free. If you got a pet, you can just get some loving from your pet, and it's good. That'll be very helpful. For some of you, the ones that are kind of putting the brakes on yourself, maybe because you don't feel good enough, or you feel like there's things that aren't right or whatever, you know, kind of lower your walls a little bit. I'm getting it's you don't have to get rid of them, you know. They're there for a reason, obviously for protection, you know, so you don't get hurt. And it's you know, you don't gotta rip down all your walls just because you like somebody. Like, you can keep them up, just don't make them so high. And just enough to keep the riffraff out, you know. You don't have to keep everyone out. You know, the people that are trying to get over those walls, you know, it'll be fine. But don't make it impossible, you know. You know what I'm getting, which is odd. I've never really gotten like this from this card before. Like if the rays were all like astrological signs, so they're saying to like if you only hang out with certain type of people, like I don't want to even, it might be certain astrological signs, but if you only really typically have a certain type of person around you, try to maybe expand a little bit and even if you take a class or you just go somewhere else different than you usually go. I don't know if you usually sit over here, near these kind of people, but maybe you want to go sit over there more in the sunlight or more, somewhere else, and there happens to be near different people, and just maybe try changing the atmosphere, because changing the atmosphere sometimes can help it change the whole vibe, especially if you're not to a place yet where you're the one influencing the vibe. So definitely start there. I mean, once you get to a level where you can kind of go anywhere and you just showing up, that kind of changes the vibe. But when you're trying to, this feels like very stuck. And usually when you're in those type of energies, it's difficult to kind of work in energy. I don't know what you would call that. What the name for that is. Energy manipulation? I don't know. But oh, I'm freezing cold. Ugh, all of a sudden I'm freezing cold. I mean, even if you can't like get outside as much as possible, like have some flowers in the house, or have some plants, or like try to use earth a little bit more. You need more earth around you. Walk in the grass barefooted. That's something I do a lot too. Eat better. I don't know if you can see. I have like can you see back here? These are all like little fruits and vegetables and things. It's hard to see. I have a green light filter because I feel like we needed to have, our heart chakra kind of opened up more. So that's why everything's like kind of got like a green tint to it. But somebody might need to watch what they're eating. Maybe they need to incorporate more fruits and vegetables. Not just what you're eating like food wise, but even like what you're consuming like with your eyes and your ears, and be very mindful of that as well. Like really, really be mindful of what you're watching, what you're listening to. It's important. Try to stick to like, real high vibe kind of, things that are either funny or lighthearted or leave you with a good feeling. Again, try to keep a very childlike, almost innocent disposition. Keep your solar plexus and your sacral, like all the lower chakras, keep them as grounded as possible. Try to keep up with continuous work in those areas. Some of you might be wearing more green. Or you might, maybe you don't wear green, maybe you're going to start wearing more green, you're going to find something green, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, someone, I'm not sure what this has to do with anything. Someone might get a white car. Huh. Right. That's good. I'm at 25 minutes, and that's where I'm leaving it. All right. I hope this is able to help. Try to get off the computer or the phone or whatever it is that you're doing, because it's ouch. It's too much. Go outside. Please God, go outside. All right. Bye.